what happens to my energy level when I'm around this person? Do they detract from my energy? Do they spin me up? Do they propel me to greater things? Do they just make me comfortable and tell me what I want to hear? What is the reaction? Because this is not a situation where it's just like I can judge them based on their isolated skill sets. It's really, how are they going to operate in this team, and how are we going to operate together? And are we going to have a situation where 1 + 1 is going to equal more than 2? And we've all, had those interactions where you go, I get done talking to this person, and oh my gosh, I feel like I just got drained. Like there was this big soul sucking mosquito that was just sucking, the energy out of my body at this point in time. Or there's people that have the exact opposite, effect on you. And so that's the first thing that I look for is this person going to drive me towards greatness, and am I going to be able to drive them towards greatness? And then the second thing is, are they going to be able to complement my abilities, my skills, my views, my background, my perspective, all of those kinds of things, and not compliment as in praise me, compliment as in complete me, and be able to say, okay, Keith is pretty good at this, but he's terrible at these other 3 things, or not as good at these other 3 things, but he's now been able to build a team around him where he has these other 3 things that are really well, nailed down, and the things that they may be weak in, Keith has strength in. And so if we can find those, and there's an ideal overlap, by the way, also it has to match the jobs that you have open and the jobs that need to be done at that point in time in a company. But the 2 main ones is, what do we do together? What is our energy level, and do they complement me, and do I complement them?
Okay. That's clear with respect to your business. How about your personal life?
That's a harder one. That's one I've spent a lot of time thinking about. And yeah, I think there's an aspect of so, I think about this in the context of choosing a partner as an example. And so I'm on the dating apps right now, and I'm going through this process, and I'm borrowing a line from what the ladies use here in New York, which is that I am dating with intention. Meaning I'm trying to find a partner. I'm trying to find somebody who will complement me in that same way. And it's interesting, if I boil it down, I kind of use that same lens that I look through. What is the energy level going to be between the 2 of us? Am I going to detract from her? Is she going to detract from me? Or are we going to end up creating a dynamic where, oh my gosh, I feel so much more energized. I want to be in this person's presence. We really do, come together and create more positivity together than we do separate and away from each other. And that generally means that you have to start with 2 entirely whole people on their own coming together before you can really have that sort of expectation. So that's kind of the foundational piece. And then the second piece is, do they complement me? One of the things that I don't bring into a relationship is fun and whimsy. And a relationship is not very fun without fun and whimsy in it. And so I want a partner who's going to bring fun and whimsy, and lighten me up a little bit, and let me see the fun in life, and let me stop and smell the roses, and encourage me to stop and smell the roses. And those are things that I will oftentimes forget to do on my own. And having a partner who has a worldview that complements mine and is a little bit near-term optimistic more than I am is very, very valuable. So it's pretty similar, oddly, between picking a co-founder and picking a partner.
Brilliant. I don't think I've ever seen such a eloquent description of your dating strategy. It
helps when you're like in the middle of it, it's another biz dev deal is what it is. It's you're trying to find the right partner, you're trying to find the right investor, trying to find the right partner. The outcomes are very different between all 3 of those. The underlying motions and mechanics are pretty similar. Yeah, oftentimes it's about telling your story, making sure that you find somebody who's going to be a good fit. Do you have the right energy, and do you guys complement each other well enough?